Now listening to the In My Opinion podcast, the home of edutainment, brought to you by Sakali, DTM, and Uzuma. So get your drinks, snacks, relax, and enjoy.
Yeah, I'm flying out, bro.
Nah, do you know what? I'll tell you what. See,
Yeah,
Afro Nation.
Afro Nation. What story
Oh,
did
you
you
went
have?
there?
Yeah,
I
he
went
said he
to
had
the
a
first
story.
one.
Oh, that was the one that had loads of videos of flying around
Yeah.
everywhere. Chat to man about it. Well, go on.
The first Afro Nation was probably the best Afro Nation. Yeah.
I can imagine.
The women, okay, there was one day I was on the beach here, and then Tim Westford, this is before Tim Westford had done his crap, yeah. Well, before we found out about it. Tim Westford was on the stage and he was like, right now, the ratio is 11-1, baby. And he goes, if you can't get a girl right now, you're a waste man. Mad.
Not even doing the echo.
That's how much women there were. There was plenty women. Now me, yeah, I thought Afro Nation was like, they're going to be in the arena. Like they're going.
Oh, you didn't know, like an outside festival.
I didn't think it
type
was going to
thing.
be what I thought it was. So I've gone with my girl.
Oh.
To you, yeah.
That's good. That's what I would have done. What would you
Yeah,
have
yeah,
done?
same here.
I would have done it. But see,
I'm
me thinking, yeah,
definitely
I'm not
going with my
thinking
girl.
that, so, right, like, if my girl's going to watch this, I don't care.
Oh, yeah.
But you know I love you, baby.
Disclaimers.
Disclaimer, yeah? But
Yeah.
when we went out there, right? I remember we went out there, and when we landed, yeah, I just see my boys on the strip. Hey!
Hi.
Strike one.
Trouble.
Yeah, strike one. Bang, in my chest. Because I'm with my
Bang
girl.
in my
Yeah.
So, yeah, jeez. And then I've gone with like her sister, her friends. So I'm thinking, yeah, do you know, I'll just be with females. I
Yeah,
don't
yeah,
mind,
yeah,
like,
cool.
That
Yeah.
sort of thing, yeah.
I'm calm.
Like, I'm
I'm
vibes,
gonna
yeah,
be
with my
the-
missus
yeah.
here, I'm cool, like, sort of thing, yeah. So I've gone there, first time I've seen one batch of boys that I know. Bang, wow, Quincy, you flew out, yeah, it's gonna be mad. Big girl. Yeah. I was like, hey! Yeah.
What do you mean?
But I just look past like, yeah, I know.
Yeah.
They even say, girls,
As
bare
there's
people.
bare people
Bare
here,
people wearing
innit?
it.
The people all in the gaff.
So as I started walking down here, I just see one guy on the quad bike with like two girls behind him. Quincy, what on? Yeah. And I said, oh shit, it's one of those places. Like it's like Napa.
Yeah, basically.
It was
yeah.
like Napa. So I was like, okay, so where's like the arena? Like where's everyone?
Where's this event
I'm saying, like, are we going to like, you know, Portugal Stadium?
Yeah,
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
I thought that Afro Nation was gonna be in there.
Yeah.
I'm like, no, Afro Nation was on the beach. I was like, hey. So that means there's going to be plenty of bikini.
Hey.
And I'm with my missus.
Hey.
I thought, all right, cool. So everything's cool now. When I flew out there, I realized that there's so much people that I know. Like, the whole of our borough,
London.
bro,
Yeah,
flew
yeah.
out.
I can imagine.
I promise you, I went to St. Columbus.
And that's what the LT is going to be like.
No,
that.
I went
Go
to
on.
school in West.
You went to school in West?
Yeah,
Went
St.
West as
George's.
well, West.
Yeah.
You school went, okay.
Where's same school?
Oh, word.
Yeah.
Okay, so I went to
Second
school
school.
in the area. I went to St. Columbus.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
St.
St.
Columbus,
Columbus is
yeah.
a boys' school. St. Catherine's is a girls' school. Obviously, growing up in St. Columbus, I ran through St.
I
Catherine.
can imagine.
Like, not even being like,
Usain Bolt.
we had our fun.
There and back.
All of them girls were there.
Come on.
All the girls that I
Your whole
linked-
CV was
all the
just
girls,
there.
yeah, my whole roster like was there. Girls I mad,
one
girls I
island.
linked, girls I've dated, girls I fell in love with, girls that you only hit third base, you might have just lips up breast.
It happened.
Then, but everybody was there. I'm not even being stupid. And every time I walk past, every 10 or so people, yo.
Wow.
Yeah,
And your missus is there.
and my missus is there. So I've seen plenty girls that I've pressed. Yeah, man. I'm like, oh my days. This
Pressed and impressed.
This is a bad day to be out.
I can
and
imagine.
everybody's, and I'm seeing all the girls I've pressed, and they're all naked. Everyone's wearing
Why not?
bikini, bro.
It's hot.
I said, Jesus. And not to mention, there were other stunning women there.
Of course.
Yeah. And there wasn't many man. So there was one day I went out with my boys from St. Columbus, like, because I saw them man there, we went out. And when I see them, the women were catcalling. The women were calling the men like men. Hey, yo, dreads, come here. I'll grab them dreads. I said, whoa. You're very aggressive.
Buy me a drink first.
Yeah, very aggressive.
Like, damn.
Aggressive.
One girl come up to me, and this is the girl that I used to link back in the day, and she saw me, and she was like, oh, who you here with? I said, I came with my girl.
Wow. Now that is simping.
And this time there, I wasn't even flirting. The
Yeah,
girls
yeah.
come up to me like, oh my God, are you having a good time? I'm like, yeah. So who'd you come with? So I came with my girl still. She's like,
Swear.
girls in the place.
They were doing you like that.
Girls in the place. We came with your girl. Oh, she don't have to know. I'm like, rah. Girls were very out there. Do you know what I'm saying? So within all of that, yeah,
Direct.
there was the next day now, I'm with my girl and we're out. We're just walking through the strip and getting something to eat or whatever. I've seen like 4 girls that I used to date. like for like long-term dating, stopping me like, hi. I'm like, shit, you had my heart at one point, you know. Like,
Man said you had my
do you know what I'm
heart.
saying?
At one point.
And it's awkward because like, do you introduce them?
No, so at least I'm there. Out of respect for the missus now, I'm not introducing her.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
yeah, I
It's
wouldn't
mad.
do that.
I'm not
Yeah.
introducing her. I'm just like, are you right? Yeah, you know what I mean? Oh my God, I see you.
Should have break up with you by the end of
go,
that,
yeah.
man. You just like 20 girls, nigga. You
And
talking
in my head,
45.
I haven't told her who these girls are because
Yeah, she don't need to know.
anything in it. Yeah.
She don't need to know.
So when we're out now, I see one of my boys, yeah, and my boy's with one of his friends. So I've greeted my boy. Like, yo, he's there, man. Cool. And then my girl knew the guy. I was like, oh, okay, they know each other. This is even
Wonderful.
the first. You've seen someone that you know, innit? So
Yeah.
Let me dip out.
yeah, not even dip out, but just we said hello, then we exchanged hello,
parlay.
then we left, innit?
Cool.
Someone walking down to the hotel, she's like, oh my God, it's so funny when you see guys that you used to be. I said, what?
Huh?
I said, what? Yeah. But this is what, we're very comfortable. The way we talk is very...
Yeah, I can tell.
So I was just like, what? What do you mean by that? She was just like, yeah, obviously me and him. I said, shut up, man. Like,
I like that.
I lost it.
Bro.
Like, shut up, man. What are you talking about, man?
Yeah,
You might have me shaking this guy's hand.
Bro.
Do you know how many... And I started shouting, yeah?
Bro.
There's so many girls I fucked on this island.
But not one has come to
why
hug
have I-
you.
have you-
God, I'll respect.
She's going to be angry that I said this story.
Do you know
yeah?
what? It's so mad, you know.
That's... it's just a balance, isn't it?
Nah, it's just mad because I know that what does the Bible say? That the mind, what is it? The mind is strong, but the flesh is weak.
Yeah.
My mind is very weak, Banang.
Yeah.
I look strong, but
you're weak.
I am weak.
I'm weak.
My girl cannot introduce me to someone that has inserted
My
his
holiday's
finesse.
done, you know.
Are you
I know
mad?
it wasn't
My
that she
holiday's
introduced
done.
me.
No, I know what you mean, but I'm being
But he
dramatic.
shook his hand,
I'm
bro.
being dramatic.
That's the thing.
I'm being
I've seen
dramatic.
his hand,
I've seen
bruv.
my boy, and my boy's with him.
I'm being dramatic.
So
yeah.
my boy's like,
long.
oh, this is my boy. I don't know if you know each other. So I'm like, oh, sort of thing, yeah, spotted it. But
Because it's another rabbit hole.
Yeah.
Because now I feel like, do I call my boy and ask him to ask the boy?
but
Like,
you know
how-
what it is? Yeah? I know myself.
Yeah.
If something like that has happened to me, like me and you are out, and then like you've seen, no, let's say for example, like me and you are out, right, and then you've seen a boy you know, and he's with a girl that he's dating, and I matched the girl.
And you done something, yeah.
When we walk away,
You know you're gonna.
Do you
be
know what
like,
I'm gonna say to
oh,
my boy?
You know, like that. Oh,
You know, man,
I'm
beat
gonna
that,
be
yeah.
like, yo, man used to, wow,
Whack that.
Ain't
like,
no way. You're,
Yeah, it's
you're
gonna get
saying
mentioned.
that. There's no way it's getting mentioned.
I'm not even gonna like. My
There's
girl's
no way he's getting mentioned.
I said, ain't no way. It has to.
Oh,
be
yeah,
That's
mentioned,
getting
yeah.
mentioned. That's definitely getting mentioned. So I'm looking at like, do you understand that you've really hurt my pride? You made me
They don't
look stupid.
understand.
Man, I'm big Quincy,
Because
bro.
me, holiday
Like,
we
No, it's
done.
not that deep.
and then she goes, at first she
Yes.
tried to play it off like it weren't mad. I said, then I lost it. I was like,
yeah.
babe, do you know how many girls I've smashed on this island?
Do you know what I mean?
facts.
You even start bringing out your roster now.
Like, do you know
I was
understand?
sparing your feelings.
See that girl in the green bikini? That one? See that one that was winning leopard skin? That like,
Felicia.
I lost it.
He's not listening.
But not once did I do that to you. Like,
I
not
hear
once.
it, but that's the thing
people don't-
because
it's just life,
maybe
innit? Like,
when it comes to women, they might not find that deep.
But they don't understand this thing called
But
pride,
they don't know
bro.
that did like I told
Women
you,
don't
dignity
never understand a man's
that
pride.
we
Understand
have.
pride. They don't
Women will never
understand
understand a man's
They'll be like,
pride.
you and your pride.
I think
They
because
don't
women
understand
see
it.
us here as just sexual beings, like we just.
we have sex.
No,
Yeah,
my
it's
nan,
normal,
my nan
yeah.
always says, "Oh, you see that uncle of yours? He would even have sex with a skirt on a hanger." That's how that's how much a guy loves sex. Like if he sees a skirt on a hanger, because he just thinks everyone with skirts has got vaginas, right?
You're nice.
So women see us as sexual. So it's like, so what if he had sex? Do you get it? Like they don't care. Like so
that's
it
a
was
fact.
as long as you didn't cheat on her.
Yeah.
So what? Whereas with us, bro, this could have been the guy that brought your virginity when you were 50. I don't want to meet him. I don't want to know who he is. I don't want to
You know
look
what
at
I'm
him.
saying?
That's why you see women, they don't mind. They'll date friends.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
you know,
yeah.
You
You're-
could date, like, you lot break up, whatever. Your brethren, they don't have anything falling in love. Like, Ray, what's my man's name? Was it Omarion and my man, innit?
Fizz.
Yeah, Fizz. Them, like, but they don't see nothing
They don't
wrong
see
with that.
nothing wrong with that.
Literally.
Yeah.
Oh, he fell in love. What do you mean, bro?
What do you
Fall in
mean?
love far away. There's 8 billion people on this planet.
And you
bruv.
fell here.
And there's more
Anyways.
women than men.
By the way,
Anymore.
speak
But
on it.
anyways.
So obviously when we had the fallout now, we had a big fallout. But then I think at the time it taught me maturity. 'Cause like you were saying, it was like,
maturity.
this happened.
Keep
your clock-
This happened a long time before
Yeah,
I was with her.
yeah, with her. So
But I was just like, how can you make me shake his hand? Like,
I
you
hear
know,
it.
and like with life, it just teaches you maturity. But like them holidays there, the whole story behind that is like them holidays there, they're never what you think they are until you go. Because when I went there, I thought it was a concert festival, like in a stadium. I went there, it was Napa.
It was Napa.
It was Napa.
The videos that was circulating around here
it was
was
wild. If your girl was there,
bro.
I'm happy my girl was there and I was there with her.
that's what I'm
That's
saying.
good,
If your
yeah,
girl was
bro.
there alone,
Because the night I went
Listen.
out on my own, oh my days.
Yeah.
Like the women that were out, I couldn't believe there were so many women, first of all. Secondly, the way women were calling men was
Mad.
Disrespectful.
wow. There was one of my boys here that I know he was out there. He's a really big guy. Really big guy, and he's tall as well. Not big like muscle, like big like chubby boy, innit?
Chunky.
Like, big, yeah.
But if he's tall, yeah, that's don't matter.
No,
It's a
but
home
he's
run.
big and
Big pun.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
he's
he's tall, innit?
he's like Biggie, like
Yeah,
big innit, yeah. So when he's out, all he goes, "Hey, fat boy,
Oh, there you
come
go.
here, fat boy."
Body
Like,
shaming.
but come here, fat boy, you looking nice still. You know, like my guy's fat still. Like my guy's fat. I'm like, whoa.
What?
Like,
You know when you're on
he was having
holiday-
a great time. In London, he never has a good time.
That's what I'm saying. On holiday,
He never has a good time. And he's the same goes from London, you know.
let me tell you
London
something.
never has a good
On
time.
holiday, I found that women expand their repertoire.
Yeah.
Facts.
What they wouldn't normally go, they say, why not? Let me,
It's
for a
something
change.
waters, man.
For a change. That's why a
Sometimes-
lot of them go on the Milky Way on holiday. They wouldn't do it here.
They wouldn't do it here.
But they'll go for the swirl when they're abroad. Because it doesn't, to them, it doesn't count.
And
What
black
would you
women
do if
always
your
try and
girlfriend's
front.
going to Jamaica, bruv. I don't
women-
know. I don't feel comfortable with Jamaica no more, you know.
Why?
I don't know. Like black women always try and front like they don't like white man, you know.
They all, I feel
about
like,
that. Talk
I
about
I think they front bare.
I feel like some of them are like, interested.
We'll get
like-
shamed for dating a white girl, right? And if they date a white guy, it's celebrated.
It is, because it's almost like we failed them.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
like
tried
we
it with
failed them.
I tried it with all the black men. I just got kicked, so I had to go
And they
to the
always look
swirl.
like they feel like they've upped levels. Do
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I feel like it's more a societal thing. I don't
is,
know
isn't
why
it?
it's a big deal. Like, date who you date. I don't know
Exactly.
why it's
Yeah.
a bigger thing. Like, when a guy dates a white girl, then it's, oh my gosh, he's hot. And then when it's vice versa, it's like, yes, sister, go.
Yeah,
But, it's
yeah.
like, but in my one is like, why are you fronting? Like, white women, I've dated some like black girls where it's like, yo, do you like white guys? And like, no. It's like, why are you fronting? Like,
Yeah. I don't
stop
know.
it, like,
It's
there's
interesting.
nothing wrong with like, not
Nah,
like,
it's true. I've had them reactions there. It sound like they're disgusted.
Like,
even by
they're
the
disgusted,
thought
but
of
those
even
are the
you
ones that
saying
will
it.
have it.
Those are the ones,
Like,
innit?
if a guy,
Fake
like,
news. I call that fake news.
you don't think so?
No, as
I was
in,
agreeing with you.
I'm
Like,
agreeing with you that they
Why are you fronting? It's okay to like
because
him
they
if you want
think
to like
you
him.
would judge
like.
them. Where
Don't
it's
you
like,
judge
bro,
them.
I
I'm not
don't-
judging you.
I don't like what you like. But should we move into the main topic, one night?
Go on then.
You know when you're chilling with your boys
I'm
and a
glad we
random
be
topic
all
just
night,
fly.
you know.
But no, we really wanted to talk about, like, obviously the fact that we are, what, first gen?
Yeah.
Because Waving Red Flag said we're zero gen. I don't know which one is
We
which.
zero. Can we be?
I think it's
No,
the
we're
first gen.
first
We're
gen.
first.
So
man.
first gen, parents came from Africa, moved in here. We're first generation. What is like examples of the disconnect that you can see between them and us, like expectations wise? You know, you spoke earlier on about language. You know, they got here, you guys didn't get to learn your language.
learn it, yeah.
Like what some of your experiences?
I think just the whole like
Struggles, maybe. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
struggles.
think the struggles.
'Cause I remember one thing you were telling me was about your uni.
Yeah, I was thinking on the phone. All right, so I think like with like Gen Z kids, or not Gen Z kids, with first gen African British born children. Yeah, I feel like with us, a lot of the times. You were saying something before the cameras are on. It's almost like your parents will set up your life for you a certain way, and like they want you to follow suit with what they've suggested, didn't
Yeah.
Right. So I remember when I was going uni, I wanted to go. I didn't want to go Canterbury. I applied to go Canterbury, and my mum was like, Canterbury, that one's a good university. I was like, Mum, I don't want to go Canterbury though. But I think to her, yeah, Canterbury just sounded like Cambridge or something.
Yeah.
And when you tell Canterbury, when you say, yes, my son, yeah, he's in Canterbury,
Canterbury,
studying
yeah.
English. So, like, you know, people at home will be like, Canterbury, he's really
sounds
doing
lit. It does
Sound
sound
like
lit.
I'm doing something proper. But when I got to Canterbury, I didn't like it. Deadest uni.
Yeah.
Yeah. In terms of
You
nightlife.
like it? What? They had thing out there, innit? Was it Liquid and Envy or something?
Yeah,
Liquid and
Liquid
Envy. I
Envy.
used to go out there.
Dead nightlife to me.
Dead, yeah.
Dead. My course was rubbish.
What did you study?
And I was trying to study English language and literature, and the course was just rubbish. Yeah, and I remember that I transferred to Kingston. I didn't tell my parents.
Swear.
Yeah, I was transferred to Kingston.
You're brave.
Yeah, Kingston was definitely much better.
What's the distance?
Yeah, Kingston.
And
was
Kingston's
lit.
here, Canterbury's
Oh,
like that.
man, it's completely
Yeah.
different.
It was
Yeah,
mad. Like I
different
found a place.
Wow.
Stayed there. So every time I used to come home, my parents would be like, we can't drop you. I'm like, no, my friend's gonna pick you up. So I'll go back to Kingston. So they didn't know I went to Kingston until I graduated.
So 3 years. Hit it from them.
Yeah.
Wow.
Brave man.
Yeah. They used to ask me, we come and visit you. Said, no, but I'm already heading home. Oh, no, I'm at work.
Yeah.
I'm doing this, I'm doing
Wow.
that.
Always something.
How did they take it?
So, but I used to come home a lot, so they didn't have to come up to see me,
yeah.
that sort of thing. So it was.
Wait, your mum didn't do the whole route? Oh, she probably did it when we went Canterbury, innit?
Yeah,
The,
like
you know
the
when they
whole
come,
family
the
went,
whole
yeah.
family come.
That
and,
was just
yeah.
like one time. innit?
Okay, yeah.
And then like, so when I transferred to Kingston, I didn't tell them till I graduate, till the day I was going to graduate. And then they were like, oh.
How did that conversation even
Yeah.
go, please?
Well, at the time where I'm going to graduate, what do you want me to do now?
By the way,
Well, you sat them down. You sit them
No,
down.
I was in the car.
ma, you're evil,
on
bro.
your way already.
Yeah, but
And
we're
you're like,
driving.
Daddy, don't put that
Don't put
postcode
that postcode,
C25.
yeah,
no, no, you.
That's how they,
Use
that's how they found
KT
out. Was
something.
in the car. I was like, oh, he was driving like he was going to Kent. Yeah, I was like, Dad, where are you going?
That's gaslighting, though. That's gaslighting.
Yeah,
Where are
because-
you going?
Because that was out of spite. and yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Yes, it was gaslighting. It was out of
Yeah.
spite because at the
Like that,
time,
where you
yeah,
going?
my whole life before then was very like, no, you're gonna do this. No, you're gonna do
Yeah, I
that.
see what you mean.
I don't want to do it. No, you're gonna do it. Mum, I don't want to do this. I don't want to do it. One time, my mum, I told my mum I don't want to play saxophone. Yeah.
Oh, you're a
Trying to
saxophone.
make you play it. Wow.
Yeah, so they made me play saxophone, yeah. And at first I said, oh, I want to play saxophone. Then I remember I had to carry this big box.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Box is the size of this table.
Looking like one neek.
Yeah, looking like a nerd.
Yeah.
And I wasn't on it. And all my other boys were playing drums, yeah. And they were just carrying sticks. Yeah? So I was like, oh, yo, man, like, Mum, I beg, Mum.
Yeah,
Let me
let
just
me
do
change.
drums. Cool, now I promise you I'll do drums in church.
Yeah.
She's like, no, you learn saxophone. She had me carrying this big box.
Oh, man.
Wow.
Stevie Wonder.
Until one day I just left it in the school. I said, no, I'm not doing this no more, man. I became rebellious. So that's just a small story, but a lot of the time, you know, you follow in suit what your parents want. So this was like the first time I thought, no, I want to do this for me. Like, I'm just going to go. So I did it.
How did they take it then eventually?
I got my 2-1.
Come on.
Okay. So
you- Yeah.
okay,
But that was angry though.
Sha.
So all this time you have been lying to me. I said, but Dad, I'm not going to lie, you weren't going to listen.
Yeah.
I told you I was going to go Canterbury. So
Nah, I hear it,
for
man.
me, like,
Wow.
you weren't happy
I
at
applaud
all.
you, though. You're brave. Because even me, like, I always wanted to study media. Like, that's what I was really good at, especially in college. I got like I think an A on my
I did it
media.
in college as well.
So you did media as well, yeah? Oh, yeah.
I
So
did media in college.
yeah, but it was
Like,
creative. Like,
yeah.
I remember we made movies, music videos. Like, it was amazing. But my nan was like, no, you have to go study business.
Wow.
And for a long time, I resented her for it. Because I'm like, bro, this is not what I wanted to do. I hated the course. Do you know what I mean? Luckily,
Shit, man.
it got me, I got a 2-1 and it got me a good job. But I always used to wonder what could have been if I studied. Because, you know, in my uni, we do placements and you get placed at BBC, ITV, wherever. And I never got that opportunity. Now, obviously, through the podcast and other stuff I do outside the pod, I kind of get to live the life. But I still always wonder, like, and that's when it made me
Living the
realize.
life, I saw you on the TikTok, end of year, and they might all the big, that's what you there. There's nothing to complain about, bro. You're doing all
At my
right.
big age, I wanted to be doing that stuff from young. Do you know what I mean?
That's my biggest regret. My biggest regret in terms of like doing all this stuff now, whether it's TikTok, social media, all this stuff, was not doing it earlier.
Exactly.
But then again, at the same time, if I did it earlier, I probably would.
Maybe, yeah, we probably wouldn't have
And
banged.
that's what I was gonna say. Like,
Probably
bro,
wouldn't have
like,
banged.
I always say that. Obviously, we're human, innit?
We're
You're gonna have
human.
that fault.
In hindsight.
I might just wish, like, yo, I was doing this 10 years ago, whatever. But at the end of the day, it's your right time. This is the right time for you.
Facts.
Yeah.
Because I feel like sometimes for certain things to go, certain things has to align.
Yeah.
So you might just be doing it then and fail. Anyways.
No, I hear it.
Look at a lot of people that started back then. Where are they now? There's not a lot of people that have made it to now.
That's
No,
my-
it's true.
think about
It's true. And to be fair, obviously, like, that was just me being emotional. When I deep
Of course,
it,
yeah.
you know your parents just want what's best for you.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because even when I first told them about the podcast, they're like, why are you wasting your time doing podcasts? What is this podcast you're doing? Like, you should be using your time. You're a man. You have children. You should be using your time to go and make money rather than sitting down talking on microphones. But now, my son's on a podcast. Have you seen my son's everywhere I go, but every party?
It's
My son.
amazing when you see that turnaround, isn't it?
Do you know
It's
what I
crazy.
mean?
The turnaround is
Like,
nice though.
I remember when I told my mums and them, I told my mum, listen, I want to get into like buying like accident cars, innit? Yeah, from auction, fix them up, and I'm gonna because I done one. One of my guys, they showed me one when I got my license. We went to Leicester. No, Nottingham actually. We went to Nottingham, done an auction. I got like a nice Hyundai coupe. Like, this was when they were new them time. It was like a Ferrari, like a little Ferrari type thing, innit? Done it up, bro. I was the guy in ends. I was that guy. Red leather interior, everything. And I said, you know what? I want to start doing this properly. Like, do you know what I mean? And I went and told my mum was like, no, don't get involved in that thing. Because Well, I tried to do it when I came to this country back early in the 90s. I lost all my savings.
They love
Don't go
that.
down, trust me, don't do it. And I said, yeah, okay, no problem. I never listened. And I was so glad I didn't, because then I stuck to it. And you, like you might know, innit?
Yeah. Big boy dealer.
Wherever, man. Like you might know. So like, and it's so funny, to your point, you've turned around now. Oh, you need a car. Oh, go to my son.
Go to my son.
Oh, my friend. Hey,
What?
listen, my friend needs a range. Can you help out? Okay. I need to buy this. Now I've become, for the entire family, anything remotely to do with cars, I'm the guy that
You
comes
get that
to
phone
now.
call.
No, it's true. What? My parents used to tell me, all of this joking, all of this joking, all of this.
Oh, this kiki, you're calling yourself.
22 or 30.
Yeah?
You fail, you talk, playing there, playing, making mistake there, you're fucking up your life.
I know when your parents swear.
Yeah.
Bro,
it's
you know
serious.
that's serious.
I used to get sent out of class. I used to get suspended from school, expelled from school. They would put me in internal exclusion.
Internal exclusion, external.
Come back.
That's mad.
Facts.
But then, and my mom would say, this joking that you're doing, it never gets you anything.
Imagine.
Then it's the joking I'm doing now.
Now look at them. I bet it's my son.
But then I've also taken what she said. That there was one day she saw what I was doing. And she's like, I like what you do, but you know, sometimes you are talking too aggressive. Like,
They always want to
They
give
now
you
come and coach
something.
you.
Like,
but I took it on board and it worked.
Okay, fair enough.
Like,
And you're-
sometimes be softer. You don't have to be shouting at everybody and swearing. I was like, you know what? Like,
I hear it.
Let me take that.
let me take that, because at least now it shows that you actually believe in what.
Paying attention.
And you got
as
to think
well,
sponsors. Think sponsors. Always think
Yeah.
sponsors. What are the
Yeah.
sponsors?
This guy sponsors.
Sponsors don't like aggression.
So like all that kind of stuff is what I learned, and then on top of that, now like you said, my mum will be the same person.
My son, Quincy.
I was showing them.
You're like the guy.
I was showing somebody showed me your video. I said that's my son.
That's
They
my.
said, yeah. But it's a good feeling though.
It is a good feeling,
good
but like
feeling, though.
even to your point, yeah. When I told my dad, he said, when I told my dad that I'm doing a podcast. He was like, I also tried that thing. I did a radio show when I first came to
Really?
London. I did a radio show. It didn't
Because I
work
remember he
out.
used to do like a news
Yeah,
writing
he was a
Editor or
journalist.
something. Journalist,
Then he
yeah.
was he's like, don't do that thing. Just focus on making money. Now he will start giving tips. Remember he came on the pod. He was like, so from that time I came, I just
And I'm
feel
pretty sure,
like.
because this episode did really well.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I'm sure he's like, yo.
Yeah, he's like, let me give you pointers.
Yeah,
He's like,
yeah,
look
I
at this
know.
guy.
Wow.
That wasn't
It's
even.
just I feel like what is great about that I like is it taught me so much, even in terms of taking that into how I'm gonna raise my kids as well. Because I've got kids, and it's like, okay, cool. Number one, for myself, what it's done to me is giving me confidence in terms of don't ever let somebody tell you don't do this or don't do that. Always just follow what you know you generally want to do. You do it. If it doesn't work, it is what it is. But at least you tried. You know what I mean? That's that one. And number two as well, like in terms of my kids, like just be a little bit more flexible. Because I also think obviously discipline is required as well, but I don't think it's not as serious and as straining as the way, you know, like our strict, like the way our parents are.
yeah.
Where there's rigid, there's no room for moving. But like, just be a bit more flexible and just be a bit more open-minded to listen to your kids. They say, yo, I don't want to do this.
Yeah,
On
be
certain
open-minded.
things,
Yeah.
just be a little bit
I agree.
I feel
open-minded.
like with African parents, the only things they believe in without having to see it
Yeah.
is religion and education.
Yeah.
Like when it comes to like faith, they don't have to necessarily see Jesus walk through that door
Facts.
to believe that Jesus is here. But if you come to your parents with a goal,
Yeah. Yeah,
especially if it's a westernized goal,
Trust me.
like being a football player or musician or
What's that?
podcaster or
wasting your
content
time.
creator, comedian you want to do, or even if you want to do something
Anything creative,
even if you want to do something, even if it's not creative in terms of like media, but creative in terms of like redoing cars or like if it's not built on education,
They don't want to hear it.
like they can't even fathom it. Like it's not a reality.
And you know what upsets me about that stance that they have here is, I don't know about you lot, but a lot of my aunties and uncles in the Ugandan community, when they came here with just a lot of humbleness. I'm going to go and wash. A lot of them came, they were washing saucepans in the hotels, like in Hyde Park sides. Then maybe they went to carers. Are they called carers? The one that look after the old people? Yeah.
Social work.
And it's like they never aspired to more,
that.
right? But here you are telling me I must become a doctor, I must become an engineer, when I don't even see you doing that.
Yeah, because it's almost like for them,
Yeah.
It's a
gonna
culture
answer
shock.
Mm.
How can I move from a place that I've called? Imagine us right now. We've all lived in London for how long?
Mm.
And I don't just pick you up and I just drop you in the
Russia.
Philippines or
Oh, yeah.
and I expect you to just move on. Like for them, a lot of the time, like they miss home. But London is such a hard place to just survive naturally. It'll be 20 years, then you look back, you realize you haven't been home in so long. Like, and that's not even their intentions.
And then to add to like why I don't think you should feel that way too much as well is also like I feel like to your point, think about the move from there to here. Culture shock is different.
I have to rate them for
I feel
even
like
surviving.
for them, for them, I feel like this is just me. I feel like from my experience, I feel like for them, they've kind of already given up on their dreams and everything else already. It's about now we're here. I don't know what this is, but we know what has been said to be the dream they've sold about this place, the opportunity. So now I just need to try and find a way to make it so my kids can live that, like they can live vicariously through you. That's all it is, really.
No, but don't get me wrong.
It was very
I've
like,
sacrificed to
self-sacrificial.
I
get
hear it.
here
Self-sacrificial
so
for us,
you can then achieve this thing, innit? And to
hear
the
it.
other point, when you talk about, you know, them only caring about education or church and stuff like that, right? Also, another reason to that as well, if you think about it, there's zero representation from them, their perspective. They've never seen nobody they know, no one they know, become a famous musician
Or footballer,
or a famous
yeah.
footballer. These things are like so far-fetched to them that they don't even, it's like 1 in a million, it's like winning the lottery. So they're like, but then what they've seen is, oh, my friend's son,
He's a
who's
doctor.
an accountant, he's just helped his man buy a house or help him up. They've seen those work.
For them, seeing is believing unless it's faith.
That's what I'm saying. They've
or
seen that one
education,
work.
like, yeah.
So that's why they're gonna. But they didn't never see no one because why would they want to, you know, put all their hard work savings to back you to go and do that?
I hear that, but then I
So-
think my gripe then is, and maybe it's personal to me, maybe you lot were
Yeah.
different, but growing up, obviously I lived in so many different houses, but predominantly living with my dad for the little bit I lived with him and then with my aunties, it's like you lot are pushing us to success. I hear it, but you're not even investing in me.
Yeah,
You're not helping man do my homework. Whenever I want to do work, it's no, come and clean the dishes,
Yeah.
come and do Hoover, come and do all these things, yeah?
Facts.
Then, bro, I've never had anybody in my life come to my parents' evening at
Oh,
school.
word.
Never.
No, I second that, bro. Me too.
Never had
Word.
I
anyone.
second that.
Never had
You know
anyone.
what?
come
I'll
to-
tell you what. The reason why it was different for me because my mum was a teacher, innit?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Oh, you got,
she
come on,
was
that's a
your
cheat
neck.
code.
So parents even.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was on
Bro,
your neck.
Not
Oh.
only have I never had anyone come parents'
Never
evening,
have I,
bro.
nah.
My dad literally almost refused to come to my graduation.
Why?
That's
He
mad.
said he had work and he didn't want to use his holiday because it was for Uganda, going to Uganda.
Me and
So
me,
you can
me and
see-
your story is similar though.
Do you get what I'm saying?
But the day when my mum dropped me in St. George's, that registration. Oh, so you have accepted him. Lovely.
See
that
ya.
day she never, bro. The day that it dawned on me, which is mad, right? Because a lot of kids will be happy about this, right? Is when I got into beef. I don't want to drop his name with a brother that we all know. I'll tell you. Yeah, I got into a fight with him in it, yeah, and during lunchtime, yeah, and we both got taken into the head teacher's office, right? And they were calling, you know, normally they'll do whatever, tell you what's gonna, then they'll call your parents, then they'll let them know that they're sending you home, innit? My one, yeah, my guy, they've called his parents, he's already on his way, he's left. My one, they rang the phone,
what I'm saying,
nobody
bro.
was answering, bruv. And I had to sit, you know that the waiting area.
I know the waiting
I had
area
to
very
sit
well.
there, bro,
That's what I'm saying. It's a
for
very-
the whole day until the end of the day, bro.
And I feel until you've gone through that, because I've been excluded 7 times, yeah? So I've been to 7 different primary schools, yeah? And the first one, yeah, you feel like I'm a bad boy, yeah, I got excluded,
I went to 3, sorry.
Oh, so you get the
so
feeling.
yeah.
But then the subsequent ones, I started feeling like,
thinking,
bro,
yo.
none of these, my dad never comes to any of the meetings.
Yeah.
To the point where the last 2, it was social workers that came.
Bloody hell.
So you start feeling like, bro, you man are trying to push me allegedly to succeed. No one cares about
one
me,
cares,
bro.
yeah.
And I know this isn't something that everyone relates to. I know there's some parents out there that are, but a lot of African first generation parents are just like,
No, I
I've
can
got you
relate,
here.
bro.
I've got you here.
Facts.
The rest is up to you.
That's
Do
facts.
you know how hard I've worked?
Yeah.
Do
you know what I've given up? They'll even start telling you, I've sacrificed. I
I've
could have been,
sacrificed,
I could have bought land in Uganda.
Yeah,
da, da.
facts.
But now, but it's like,
I would say my parents, like, they tried. They tried to, maybe to their standards. But
And I know, yeah, they
I saw
tried.
different levels with my junior brother, though.
Yes, it's the younger ones. They kind of step it up a little bit.
When I went to uni, my mum used to give me. My mum told me not to work. That if I had a job, she won't be happy with it. So,
Wow.
So but then she told me that I'll give you £200 a month to live.
What? Nah.
Quincy, just let Sukali.
Yeah, can we just have a discussion because your own is different.
Yeah.
No,
Today
so-
you're going to be a therapy thing for
So the £200, but listen to the £200 a month. Yeah, she used to give it to me.
That's beautiful, man.
I'm
£200
telling
a
you.
month. But then I'm in uni and I'm by myself, so I don't have uni. That was covering my rent. So I didn't have anything else afterwards.
No
You
maintenance.
get maintenance, yeah.
My maintenance went straight back.
Oh, because
my accommodation.
So yeah, it goes into the accommodation.
But
You
also
didn't
your-
get the overdraft.
No,
But
I
also
didn't
his
get
parents
no-
are
I didn't-
You
working
didn't
as
get
well.
that. Where's the
I
overdraft?
didn't get no bursary, I didn't get no grant, I didn't get no loan.
Because your parents are working, innit?
Yeah. So what I literally
But you
got
could have got the overdraft.
Yeah, you could have got it.
So I got an overdraft.
Yeah, now West, they were giving it out like it was nothing.
But my overdraft was capped as well.
Yeah, I hear it. It's not enough to
So
sustain
I was
yourself.
living off £200 a month.
Yeah, I hear it. Yeah.
Yeah. So what I will do is that I'll use the £200. I'll go back to London. I'll grab an ounce, and then I'll come back and sell that.
Oh, is that what you did?
So like, yeah, I'll grab
Just to make it through.
grab an ounce of loud and then I'll come back.
Wow.
Do you know what? If you were a rapper, that would be a good story for your
It would have
album,
been
you
a
know.
very good come up.
shaky
But except for he's a
sounds.
rapper. What do you mean if he was a rapper? He's a rapper. What are you talking about?
Let's give you some.
By the way.
but it's like, that's not really. Like, we give him a shaky Benz, innit? Like, and that would be some shaky Benz, one shaky 8-ball. Oh wow,
The shaky.
but in uni, I was all they had, so it was a great plan. Innit? It was bad, man.
Oh my
so I remember there was
gosh,
one day.
A man said it was
there was one
shaky.
day I left one phone. I left one of the phone, the phone that I had in London.
Yeah.
Stupidly.
Oh, God.
I was like, there's someone calling this phone. They're calling all day.
I know where this is
They said they
going.
want to buy £10 of something. Are you selling
No.
And I was like,
She answered.
yeah.
Peak.
Long.
So I was like, oh yeah. I'm not that I'm selling. It's just a small weed.
That's
yeah.
funny.
And you're almost
she
saying it's because...
lost it. And I was
Yeah.
saying-
Mean
Because she couldn't-
small. I'm
And I-
selling small.
And I was saying to her,
What?
I don't have anything. You told me not to work.
You told me not to work, so what was I supposed to
What am I
do?
supposed to do that sort of thing? And you're giving me £200 space, and you still want me to go out.
And you know, I like dripping. How
Yeah,
does
I like
this
stuff.
work?
Like,
Yeah,
and
how
I'm
does
not
this work?
going to ask you to give it. But then,
Yeah.
when my brother went to uni now, my brother had my parents' card details.
Wow. So they learned from you.
I feel like they learn
Yeah,
from me.
they
That's
learn
what I was
from
They're
gonna
like,
say.
we're
They
not
learn
going to
from
take a
me.
risk.
They learn from you still.
You
have to
ran
be
so your brother
selling
could
drugs.
walk. You walked so your brother could run.
Yeah.
I started working first year of college. That's when I actually, funny enough, Mehdi was the one, my guy, still a very good friend of mine. He was like, his older brother, used to work, he used to work at Arsenal, Emirates. And then they were like, I think they just renovated it, like when they got wherever. So they wanted to recruit, so they sent bare students, so they're bare emails. So he got a
remember.
confirmation email for an interview. So he showed me, I'm going for an interview after school. I'm like, what? They showed me the thing. I'm like, yeah, I'm coming with you. And this time I live in South. Bro, I went all the way with him. I wasn't meant to be there. He just sent me his screenshot of his thing. I was like, yeah, I'm supposed to be here. It's like, we don't see your name on the list. I'm like, oh, but I came from the... Like, don't worry. So they ripped my name on the list on top of the printed out ones. And that's how I got my first job.
Come on, shout out,
And
man.
ever since then, I never looked back, bro.
At one point, I had to just like, when all the shot and stuff got out of hand, yeah, my mum, I was telling my mum, I'm gonna lie, if you want me to not go job,
Did you continue after that time when she answered the phone?
Oh yeah.
Wow.
Hey,
Until I
man,
found
stop.
work. I told her straight as well, Mum, I'm not gonna lie, this is not really gonna stop until I find work. Unless she told me I can go and work. And then
Oh, okay.
she's like, is it because of money that you're doing? Okay, find a job.
Nah, your mum is a queen, bro. I was sent to the work like a slave worker. As soon as I got my NI drop,
No,
my
my mum was
auntie
trying to make
said,
me work like that. I don't know why.
Nah, my
But
aunt
I
said
was
you have
trying
to
to
go and find
work.
a
I was
job.
like, Mum, I want to get a job. She's like, no. But then
that's
it was
really
annoying
good.
because I think for my parents, it was like she didn't want me to have that sort of like freedom. Yeah? Like I think she was very scared.
And I wanted you to focus on your...
On studies.
Because I know as soon as you start
Yeah.
getting money, you can easily just get swayed. Like, forget education.
Hey,
I'll
forget
start
education.
doing-
She's
quite
that's
scared
what
of
it was,
that.
yeah.
Whereas me, like I was working just like yourself, from first year of college, paying, having to contribute to the rent and stuff like that. And it's like they need, bro. It's like whether I had a job or not, you had to go and find that money.
Yeah.
That's what she was. That's what my aunt was
swear.
on. Yeah, my aunt was on like you need to be independent.
Is
and you need to go out there and get a job. So even for uni, I say this all the time, I would have got a first if I wasn't working. But I was working damn near full time and having to study full time, hence why I only got a 2-1. But I probably would have got a first if I wasn't working.
I would have got.
Yeah, man, I was working full time.
I probably would have got a first if I weren't doing rubbish in uni.
No, but you realise you like how well you done, because I was doing a lot of my essays and all them things like the night before.
Same.
2 days before.
Same.
Because I was just busy working.
I did my dissertation in Miami. I tell you all the time.
Yeah, I remember you told me.
I tell you all the time. Miami,
Yeah, man.
Fontainebleau. They had an iMac in the
Me and
room.
my boy Dario, bro, we sat in my yard and we done our dissertation. Like, we stayed up almost 2 days, bro.
Come on.
Done everything from scratch.
Come on.
I'm talking this for 15,000 words, bro.
My guy, look at you
but
now.
you know what? Tell the truth though. There's one part missing out of the story. The reason why I changed my uni,
Naughty boy.
the reason why
It's all coming out now.
The reason why I changed my uni, because when I was in Canterbury, I got into one stupid fight.
It's a big shame.
There was like you don't have incidents board outside. Yeah, so I was like, hey. Like,
They had an incident board outside.
yeah, because I don't know what happens. The guy just mushed me in one nightclub now. And I've caught him, so I've run up to him. This is when I was a lot bigger as well, so I've run up to him and I've jumped in the air.
Boom.
Man jumped in there
Man
like
gave him
Batman
the
or
drug-
something.
Yeah,
Just
Man gave him the-
one stupid reason.
Man gave him the Haddock.
So during that, in Canterbury, I was also part of the boxing team.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you box outside the boxing team, you kind of like
No, you can't be
lose a
doing
lot
that.
of stuff. Yeah. So at one point, the uni just sent me one letter. They said, we suggest that he withdraws himself before.
We suggest.
Before we kick him
When
out,
uni say that to you, your place is gone, innit?
bro, it's definitely gone.
If uni says we suggest you to withdraw your
We
place,
suggest.
that means they've done it before.
They've done,
we
they've done all the
strongly
checks.
suggest-
We're just doing it for you to just for some sort
Yeah.
of, like, to satisfy you. innit?
Don't make it
So
difficult.
when that's happened, I was like, shit. And then I've transferred to Kingston. So when I went to Kingston, when I went to Kingston, my mum had stopped giving me money as well. So like that's when all
The badness started.
Yeah, and Kingston was mad.
Kingston was mad. I
Probably
don't know.
harder to run into that kind of life in Canterbury around them times.
I don't know how
remember
people
Canterbury was
graduated
all about
from
partying.
Canterbury, I'm not gonna lie.
And I remember they had 2 campuses as well.
Yeah,
They have the Medway and then they have a next, the proper, they had a proper one.
I was on the Canterbury campus.
Yeah.
Like, if for a shot, if Canterbury's a gold mine.
It is. But to get put on in them sides is not as easy as it would have been in Kingston.
Kingston's where I found problems.
That's what I'm saying. That's my point. Yeah,
I
that's
can
what I'm saying.
imagine. You would have had competition.
Because I used to go to
Kingston's where I
Kingston
found
around them
problems.
times.
You'd have
Kingston was wild
competition.
around them times.
But my question is now, because we got to wrap up soon. Do your parents act like you owe them now? Now that you've gone to uni.
The way you said that, you're like,
Just a
you got
question.
some shit to
Do you know how bad it is?
That's just a question. I'm just trying to see how every parent acts in this
You know how-
situation.
Don't get me wrong. Like I treat my parents and I give them stuff and they I can't lie. I'm not gonna say my parents were never there for man, because they were they were. They just did it in their way, and there were certain things I didn't agree with, or a lot of things I didn't agree with. But that's okay. You know what I'm saying, like they did it the way they knew how. And when I have my kids, I'll do it the way I know how.
I hear it.
So there's no grudge in that respect, because it took me a long time to let go of this stuff. But at the same time, yeah, they do feel like I owe them stuff. But then there's times where it's like, to the point where, like, if my parents say to me, did they pay you for that? I'm like, no.
Wow.
You see that?
They started to like ask you.
Are they paying you for that?
Yeah. See, I'm telling you,
wow.
because even me, my dad acts like, bro, I owe him the world, fam.
Now tell him your first job.
Oh, when I
That
got my
was a
first
wild
paycheck,
one.
my dad was angry. So basically, when I got my first paycheck, I'll never forget this. My dad supports Man United, don't know why. So my first paycheck, I got a Man United t-shirt with number 1 dad on the back of it and Timberland boots. And I'm a gunner.
Do you know,
Arsenal
do you know how
supporter.
hard they
You
would
know how
make
hard
to
that
do
was. And back then, I was into football like religion. Now I'll do it, no problem. But back then, I was into it. But I bought that. My man looked at it and said, "How much did they pay you? What was your first paycheck?"
That's mad, isn't
And I think my first paycheck was probably like $5.50 or something. He's like, "You're supposed to give me your first paycheck."
I don't believe that shit.
That's mad, isn't it?
He's like, "I brought you
rich,
here.
I'm rich, I don't believe
If it wasn't for me, you would not
mad,
be
isn't
here."
Maybe my first big paycheck, but I'm like, my first big paycheck, yeah, I won't even give you that. I'll give you some of it.
No, but I don't. It's
Why
not
you
even the
need to- why
giving.
you don't need to give nothing?
Yeah, it's
Oh,
the
no, I will give you some
expectation,
of it,
bro.
but
It's the
To
expectation.
expect is when I
To
won't.
expect is the problem.
It's
That's
the
what I'm saying
problem.
to
I won't
you.
give it to you.
Worst case scenario, you should be happy I take you lot out for dinner. Like, yo, listen, and be proud that, yo, you've gotten your son or your daughter to a point now where they can now fend for themselves. That's
bro.
success in itself.
That's to me. That's what
The
success
blessings
is.
will follow after that. The blessings will follow after.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
But then he will be like, no, in Uganda, like our
Nigeria's the same as well.
our parents have
Yeah,
this.
yeah, I mean, he's not right.
There's that
Yeah.
big thing of your parents' mouth, their tongue
Yeah, the praise.
is important.
Yeah.
And my dad will say stuff like, till you dance on my grave, you'll never be happy. My dad. When you don't do what he tells you, the curses just come out of nowhere, left, right, and center. Your children will do this to you, but 10 times worse.
You're lying.
Yeah, so he goes in, bro. So even with the pod now, like, let's say we go clear. Oh, he's gonna reparations.
Wow.
He's gonna want that because he feels like I came to this country because you know what my dad went through to get here. And don't get me wrong, I appreciate everything my dad did for me. But I think as a parent, it was your choice to have me. It's your choice to, it's your responsibility to look after me.
That's facts.
But you shouldn't be entitled to anything that comes out of that. Like you said, the gift for you is Bananga. My son is fine. He's taking care of himself. He don't need me. He don't call me for nothing. But with Ugandan, that's not enough.
No, African parents especially, like, stop using the fact that you looked after me as a
As a
That's what
bargaining
you're
chip.
supposed to do. If not, put me in care then.
because-
all this, I cook for you, I clean this.
No,
like,
bro.
but like, I
And my
can't.
dad would
Understand,
even-
you're gonna get to a
Especially
point
as a
where
child,
you then need
especially
to
as a
pay
child.
that off. It's a cycle. Like, yeah, you've done it for me. I'm grateful. I'm gonna now to do this for my kids as well.
Exactly.
I'm confused. It goes on.
And
like
plus, your payback will be, God willing, God gives you long age. When you're older, I'm going to now
able
look
to look
after
after
you.
you. Yeah.
But if you bring this entitlement, it's going to make me feel very bitter.
gonna break everyone
Do you know what I
apart.
mean? Because my dad will even start telling you, you know what I went through to get to this country, and then when I came to this country, and do you know what I went through with your mum? Your mum didn't want me to see you. I had to go do. And he's like, bro, I don't really care about all that. I don't really care about it. At the end of the day, I'm the child. You were supposed to look after me.
That's not my problem.
It's not my problem.
What about looking within yourself and ask yourself why mom didn't want me to see you?
Oh,
How about that?
Dad, he's speaking of his own accord.
No.
This is between you. This is between you and Quincy.
This is a sentiment. This is not about you.
Exactly.
Like, for example,
I hear you,
I'll tell
yeah.
you this straight. Yeah, like, my biological dad, he messaged me for the first time in 30 years. Like last month.
For the first time in 30 years.
For the first time in all my
Did you
life.
grow up like with? So wait, you've never met him until the message you got.
Yeah.
Wow.
So the person who I called dad, I've got his name tight. That's my dad. Not my biological dad, but that's my dad.
I see what you
raised
mean.
me since I was like two.
Wow.
That's my pops, innit?
And since you've never met your dad.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. And I have I have my pop's last
name. Okay, cool.
He made so he's almost like, when we marry to my mum, he's like, I want him to have my last name. So I'm his first son.
Sick. Okay.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, that's my pops. So, but my biological pop, I don't have no respect for him.
Of
My
course.
stepdad was a dickhead, but anyways, gone.
But it's almost the opposite.
You can relate.
Yeah.
to-
It's the opposite. But I don't even call him my stepdad. I think it's
No, but he hasn't met his dad. That's what you mean.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
so so that's the reason I'm asking you this question because I've still, at least he's messaged you and I'm very intrigued to know more.
No, so like
Yeah, I've not
we
heard
have
anything yet.
So obviously, like me and my dad, we weren't ultra tight because we have lots of different interests. You know, my dad's very sports based. I was into sports, but I'm more into creative stuff.
You're talking about your biological now?
No, I don't know.
No,
My dad, didn't it?
Yeah.
All right. No, but I remember you were talking about your biological
Yeah, so I'm just balancing the two, innit?
Okay, yeah.
Okay, cool.
So my biological dad's name is Francis. I'm gonna call him Francis. innit?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm not gonna call him biological dad, innit? Yeah. Francis, innit? So with Francis, and he messaged me now, and he's like, he's just saying about how he wanted to talk, you know, and how he's sorry and all this kind of stuff. So when I saw the text now, I'm just looking at it. But in the text, because he knows, my mum has kind of warned him, like, look, bro's hot-headed, you know. And he knows about you, so he will punch you up. Like, doesn't care about this stuff, like, whoop you, like sort of thing. And my mum has warned him, so he's messaged me, like, you know, if you're going to be angry with me, this is the message that he sent me. Bear in mind, I haven't messaged him or anything.
Yeah.
So if you're going to be angry,
Covered all bases.
you're going to be angry with me, and you want to shout and talk rudely, I'm not going to talk to you. But you know that I love you. I want to talk to you and get to know you better. I said,
Wow. At least he said I love you though.
Nah,
For an African dad.
How you love me, bro? You ain't met me in
I called-
30 years.
True.
I
That's
messaged
true,
him.
though.
Yeah, I said to him, bro, I'm 33 years old.
That
Exactly.
is mad.
We're going to take me out for ice cream, put me on your shoulder.
That is mad.
You know what I mean?
But I would tax
we'll
him
go
though.
to the freaking
well,
circus
take
and
me
then
to
you try and shoot and win some
Yeah,
tennis
what
bills
you gonna
something.
do?
No, text him. Be like, bro, drop 5 bags. Let me see if you're serious.
I said to him, bro, you haven't got no money for me.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You haven't messaged me talking about you've got something for me.
Exactly, some inheritance.
I'm not trying to build no bond with you. Like,
Facts.
you're some random dude. I don't know you.
I need something of substance.
Like, bearing in mind, I have a pops at home that's taught me everything. I don't really need you for anything. You're not even an uncle to man.
By the way.
You get what I'm saying?
You're like a stranger, innit?
Like, I hope you know. And I'm letting you know now that don't ever message me again. Because if you message me again or if you come to see me, it's going to be violent.
Wow.
Like, I'm going to. Yeah. So, like, and my mum called me. She's like, oh, you should forgive. Like, you know, you shouldn't be so angry with the situation. I was like, nah, mum. I've learned in life that everyone's journey is different. Like, your peace or forgiveness is with you and him. Yeah. But mine is with it's a different
You're not
one.
there yet, bro.
I'm nowhere near there.
Yeah.
And I was like, but there'll be a day you will be. I said, I doubt it. The day that I'll be there is when he dies. And I only go to the funeral to check if he's dead.
Oh, wow.
Like,
Okay.
To see.
What I want to ask is this, right? Because for me, don't get me wrong, obviously, similar situation, right? Till today, I've not had them. Even, it was...
That was my first encounter, though.
Remember, mine was it like 2 years ago, I think. No, about a year and a half ago, I think my auntie managed to track down someone to even be able to get me a picture. Finally, for the first time, I think like a year and a half ago, I finally got a picture of him. And I actually saw his picture, right? So there's a lot of similarities. It's crazy. I'll show you after. But I don't know what it is. For me, I feel like I don't have as much anger in me, you know? I genuinely wanna meet him personally. Because for me, I feel like there's certain questions I just want to ask. And I just, again, I feel for me, there's like a curiosity there. But I could want to see the character of the man. To maybe see if I inherited something or is there some trait that I have that I can see in him or something. So I feel like maybe for that reason, I kind of want to meet him just to see if I get certain like level of closure or some questions might be answered.
But did you
I
ever...
don't know.
For me, my closure was telling
I don't know.
I understand where you're coming from a lot because at one point I felt like that. But then I started to reflect that, look, his character is shown in his absence. Yeah, like, you haven't been there for 30, not even a letter. Like,
No, Quincy, I think my issue, like, listen, for me, is like this. I've gone through so many downs. Obviously, I've had ups. Do you know what I mean? And I've made it here to the point where, again, you're saying, but bro, I've barely had any man show me the way or saying this is how you're supposed to do this. I've learned by falling and getting up. Do you know what I'm talking about? And obviously, watching other people do you know what I mean, innit? So I feel like I've got to a stage in my life where I've kind of figured out most things, how to survive and all of that stuff. I don't need, to your point, I don't need you for nothing. Like,
what I'm saying.
I'm cool now.
My parents did a
but
good
it's
job.
just maybe to satisfy that kind of like, you know, that's just something that's always been in my mind. I just genuinely want to know who this person. I want to know where I come from. Like, I just want to know. I don't need any relationship with you. I don't need to be nothing. I just want to meet you just to see what the character of the man is.
Were you ever at Quincy's point? Were you angry at one point?
No, I've never been angry.
So you've always wanted to have this?
No, I'm not going to say I've always wanted to. Like, majority growing up, I've never cared about it.
Okay.
Because, I don't know, my situation has also always been, okay, like growing up, because my mum, like for her, pretty much our entire family at one point, she was the breadwinner. Like, she was the one carrying the whole family. I'm talking about not just the kids, even her siblings, everyone. So it was always about her. She showed up a lot for a lot of everyone. So she was so overwhelming that it never crossed my mind.
You never really missed him.
No, it didn't really. And plus, again, don't get me wrong, I had a lot of uncles like who I grew up around. So again, a lot of my discipline and stuff like that comes from them. Do you know what I mean? So it never crossed. It was only maybe when growing up, educating, and then I started to feel like, okay, you know what? It will be. You start to go through certain things, and you be like, oh, maybe it would have been great, especially those times when you fall. You be like, it might have been great to have somebody there who's like a father figure you can actually just talk to. That might be able to tell you one or two things to help you out of a certain situation. But even with that, it never made me angry. I'm somebody that I've just always accepted whatever situation I'm thrown at. I know that's thrown at me, and it's just like, okay, let's try and figure out a way and just keep moving. I've never given myself time to kind of like pause and try to take things in. Because I feel like the moment I do that, it might just go completely left. I just feel like I just have to keep moving.
I think for me, it's just there's a lot of resentment there. Obviously, there's similarities with me and him, like
Right.
in terms of like whether it's like I saw a picture of him when he was younger and he was just like me, like jewelry and.
Swear down,
I was just like, wow,
He was
like,
the guy.
wow.
And it would have been nice if we had a good
you had
connection.
that, innit?
Yeah? But in terms of like him, I look at him as a coward. Like I have not once. Me personally, let me have a son, right? And I don't know, me and the woman that I had the son with are estranged. I'll still try to reach out.
Yeah,
There'll
facts.
be at one point the woman will actually say that this guy's actually trying to make an effort. We'll let him see his son once in a while. But there's not one.
So you feel like he didn't try at all? It just
I never saw no
That's
attempt.
mad.
You know what I'm saying?
He spoke to your mum as well, and she said like, nah, he just.
Yeah, my mum kept it real. Like,
Oh,
look,
fuck,
it's not
that's
like
mad.
he's tried, but luckily, you know, not even luckily, like by the grace of God, you found
She found out, yeah.
you found a good
And
guy.
he's in the UK, yeah?
Huh?
He's in the UK or is it
My,
back?
my biological family.
Biological-
My
France.
pops lives in the UK, but my biological
France,
family.
yeah, France.
Francis lives in he lives in Watts,
What's that?
Oh, that's in America.
lives in California.
Yeah, America.
It's
Yeah,
like the
what's-
Peckham of LA, bro.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's a mad ends is from, boy.
He's from. He lives
That
in-
is
Yeah,
so
I'm not
random.
Yeah.
A man said what?
But he's-
Like I was supposed to know.
But you know, at one point,
no.
point,
No.
like at one point,
Yeah.
Nigerians were born in like the UK or America.
Yeah, that's facts. He was either here or there, yeah.
Every day.
Okay.
So he's one of the ones that was born there.
Nah, do you know what? Like
So he was actually born there.
Yeah, he was born there, came back to
Oh,
Nigeria.
wow, swear.
You know, at one point, like my mum was born in the UK and came back to
I
Nigeria.
give out Nigeria as well.
Yeah.
Wow.
So, like, a lot of them were
so
born
you're
like
kind
that.
of second gen.
I am kind of second gen. On paper.
Yeah, on
But
paper.
my mum was literally
Nah, I
born,
hear it. And then
born
went
with the passport.
and then went back.
And they went back.
Yeah.
Like,
Nah, I
my
hear
grandma
it.
They used to do that bare,
used to do
you
that
know,
bare.
back in the days.
My grandma literally fly out like
Crazy.
what, like 8 months pregnant.
Yeah, yeah.
Get the
yeah.
British
And
passport.
stay out there for the month.
That's why you know they stopped doing that now. If you're
Yeah.
if you're pregnant, don't let you
can't
fly,
fly.
bro. You're not
Yeah.
coming.
No, I just wanted to say, first of all, bro, I commend both of you lot for being so open and transparent. Like,
I wasn't expecting to do this today, bro.
I wasn't either, but I can't. Because I know there's a lot of people watching that might relate to that. Either parent. Now, I don't want to pretend like I know how you lot feel, but I had a moment in time when I was estranged from my dad.
Yeah.
And when I tell you, I hated him. I don't think you might understand how much I hated my dad. I told you many times. Me and him at one point we had to live together, and this is the moment when I hated him. And he, yeah, bro, man, we walked past each other in the corridor. I used to piss in bottles in the bedroom because
you
the
don't wanna go to the
toilet
toilet, I remember.
was opposite.
I'm
the-
not gonna lie, I've been through that.
yeah, you been through that?
Yeah.
The toilet was opposite his
mad.
room, and he would always leave his room open to play mind games to see if I'll come. So I said, no, I'm going to piss in a bottle. That's how much I hate it. Like, bro, and I
Like a
remember
person
one
in your
time,
house.
I even
That's
told
mad,
him,
isn't it?
I told him, Dad, even if you were burning, on God, I wouldn't spit on you, bro. That's how much I hated him. Because I started thinking about my mum, and then I started thinking about the fact that, you know, he wasn't there for me when she died and all these things. But when I found forgiveness, yeah, is when my brother died. And I saw my dad in a, you know, my dad, you look at him, he's this big figure, he was a soldier, strong. I've never seen him cry, but I saw him break down. I was like, oh, this guy's human.
That's when
Nah,
it
big
dawned on
man
me that
thing.
it's human.
You were there when we went to go and see my brother's body.
I saw him. I know.
Was
man.
it not
I saw-
him on
I
my
saw when
shoulder?
it broke down. I saw it, man. I saw the.
So for me, it was like, that's when I saw, oh my gosh, he's human. And when I saw he's human, I said, oh, he can make mistakes. That's when I said, you know what? I'm going to forgive him. Because do you know what? I'm a parent too. And even when I look at my kids, I'm like, when their mum get into madness, and if things were to go left, they will never know what pushed me
you.
to leave.
Facts.
Because I've always said I will always choose my sanity over trying to force myself to being in my kid's life. I can't go mad if the woman is stopping me from seeing the kids or whatever. I'm not saying that's your situation, but I'm just saying in general. So I just said, you know what? I'm going to give this guy some grace because at least let me take the small, our situation is different because he did nothing, Francis did nothing for you.
Nah,
but let me take the small that he did, you know, and I'm going to give him grace for that. And now I'm not going to say we're the best of friends, but we're cool. And it's giving me a certain peace, you know.
Peace, yeah.
Because when I was hating him, it took a lot of energy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does. I mean,
And that's what I don't know if I saw that maybe you clocked. That's what I'm trying to sort of like inject into Quincy. That's why I said I'm not angry. Like, I'm not trying to show him because I feel like you might not know it, but carrying around that is there, you know, that hate, that resentment you're carrying around. And sometimes you don't even have to be cool with someone, but just the fact that, you know what, it's for you sometimes. It's for you to even let go because you just don't know. Once you let go of that resentment, you don't know what new person is birthed out of that.
No, I can't lie.
sometimes.
At one point, I was very resentful. I was even resentful with my parents. You know, I was even resentful with my mum and dad. Like, you know, because I found out a little bit late. So when my mum told me.
Oh, so in terms of like, so you didn't even know, you thought that was what that was, the situation right now, that's the biological everything.
So when I found out a bit late, I was a bit hurt, you know.
Wow. How old was you when they told you like, yo, this is what it is?
I was quite late still.
Really?
So I was like, late teen.
Oh,
so it was a bit
man,
of a pain.
that must have been like a crazy period for you.
Yeah, it was a very like.
Yeah.
But it wasn't malicious though.
No, it wasn't malicious.
That's the thing.
And
it was out of love.
And
By the time you're not thinking that.
at the time, at 8, you're not thinking at 8. But as I got older, well, the first person who made me, because it was funny, because me and my pops, because we got such different interests. We don't always talk about much. We talk about stuff, but it's not like we don't talk about everything. Do you get what I'm
I
saying?
hear it, bro.
So
It's
like,
not everyday conversation.
but that's still my pops. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, of course.
So like, and when we do talk, we talk. So like, that's we have different. When we talk about when we lock.
When you
in,
find
we
something,
locked in.
the same way with my mum, but me and my mum talk about everything.
Yeah.
So with my pops, I don't know. It made me look at him a bit different. Like, wow, he did all this for me.
Yeah, that's
You
mad.
see it there?
Because before I used to be like, why you always hard on me? You always slap me for this. You get beat for everybody. I'm the eldest cousin. You get beat for all the cousins. You get beat for the sibling. Why you always rough on me? You slap me anyway. Like, I'd be upset, you know. But then as I got when that happened, I was like, wow, you did all that for man. You gave dinner money to you. That's not like, you know.
Yeah.
Blood.
And that's love, bro.
Or like you taught me how to wear a tie. I remember there was one day my dad called me one day. My dad's a psychiatric nurse, innit?
Okay.
Yeah, so,
Oh,
so one day he brought home stuff from the hospital about like sexual health. And obviously he's got all boys. I've got brothers, isn't it? So he called me into the room, and it's like it was almost like a plastic cone that was shaped like a willy. So you wear it around your waist.
And it was teaching you how to...
Spun me in a circle. Spun me. So are you feeling dizzy? So yeah, put this on the
thing.
on the cone. Yeah. So this time I was like, Dad, I can't do it. I'm dizzy. It's like, okay, that's how you're going to feel when you're drunk one day.
That is sick.
And you brought one girl home.
Yeah, that is nice.
And this was like a year before, which is like, my dad's
I'm
taught me.
gonna do that.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
That's a good one.
like my pops has taught me jam. Like,
I'm gonna tell my son I got it from Quincy.
my pops told me something like, make sure your room is tidy. You never know who you're gonna bring home. Then one day I brought a girl back to the yard, and then the girl was waiting outside my room, and I was scrambling.
Looking for
And I
the...
heard my dad, Then my dad was like, so your room is dirty. That's why that nice girl's waiting outside for you. My dad was G'd up, like he wasn't really. But
that's hard.
Like, my pops G'd up. Like, that's why I said, like, we don't talk about months, but when we do, he's G'd up. Like, when I used to sneak girls in the house, he would be the one that allow me. He'll be the one. Wow. Your mother got you, but that girl, very sweet. Like, you know what I'm saying, like, and my mum on the same, on the other hand as well, like she's another one, like champion lady, like they're great people.
Great that.
So as I got older, especially like me and my mum, we've had a lot of headbutts about the subject, innit? But every discussion we have, it elevates the levels of conversation we can have, and it also makes me understand, like, raw, okay, she's human, you know? Like, this superwoman that they've posed themselves to be, like,
They're human.
like they're only human, and they will make mistakes, and sometimes the mistake is big,
Very big.
But how they've managed to salvage through it, when I look back, especially as I'm a man in my 30s now, I look back, it's like, raw. My love for you is actually overflowing because it's like, raw. I didn't know that it takes a lot to do that.
Trust me.
I remember I dated a girl that had another child.
And it was hard,
Yeah,
innit?
And it was tough.
Because I was gonna ask you that, like, that was gonna be my last question for you. But yeah, so now you being through your situation, do you now have a better, maybe would you be more open to dating or getting married to someone that's got another child?
Well, obviously, if you're not in a relationship, but like, I remember
What's your view on
that was
it?
actually one of the discussions that kind of started the argument between me and mum. Because I remember one time I was dating one girl that had a daughter.
Yeah.
And the girl parked in my mum's driveway. This time I used to live with my mum, so I parked in the driveway, and there was a car seat. So my mum was like, is that girl driving her mum's car? And I was
Cheeky.
like, no. I was like, no. She gave me bare chances.
Cheeky,
Like,
yeah.
lie.
Is that girl driving
Cheeky.
her mum's car? I said, no. Maybe it's her friend's car?
Yeah.
So the car is hers. I said, oh, yeah. And then she's like, the baby seats. So let's talk about it.
Let's talk about it.
Is that her baby? And I was like, yeah. Then she sat me down and she told me something straight. She was like, Q, look, unless that man It's never coming back.
That guy is dead.
Dead. Wow. In jail. Yeah.
It's not worth it.
Don't do it. And when I think about it now, in hindsight, this is what, because not too long afterwards, like we started talking about the
Yeah.
When I started thinking about that,
That's why she was planted.
That's why she said
Triggered
because
it.
no, it wasn't like it triggered it. It was like that's why she said that. Like it was almost like, oh, that was a gem, but it was a gem that will shine later for you.
Right.
Yeah.
That's what you mean. Okay.
Because what it showed was that my pops was never coming back.
Yeah.
My pops was never coming back.
Yeah.
Never came back. And my dad stayed.
So that's what she's saying.
And that's what she was basically saying. Like it's only cool if that guy's never coming back.
Otherwise, it's an uphill climb.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, I would be open if I was single. I would be open to dating a woman.
If you know what the situation is
If
on
I
the
had
other
a
side.
situation, that man has to be in jail or dead. I'm sorry.
Nah, but then you know what? You're not wrong because a lot of situations that you know and both all parties are involved are never more than like they're never great. It's always messy.
It's an uphill climb.
He'll
It's
be
always
back,
messy.
He'll be back to claim his family or a piece of it. My mum told me straight, she says, it's either you stay with that woman and you have more kids than the kids he's got already, or that man has to never be there at all. There'll be one day he'll see what you've got
Even
with her.
jail can be long, you know, because sometimes they can come out. It's not unless they're doing life.
Unless they're doing life.
Even
it has to be life.
So I'm saying it's not even a 10-year stretch.
Yeah,
no.
that's what I'm saying.
Like, so it's just like it has to be a thing where that guy is never
coming back.
And in reality, that's why I can't give the time.
But you have to also hope that the woman,
I hear you.
you have to also hope that the women can be honest as well about their situation because most times they're not going to be honest about their
women
situation.
like to say that the baby father is not there.
They're going to say that
And then
until one day, I don't know how to tell you,
Yeah.
but
So one day you're looking nice,
Yeah, exactly.
or one day you're doing, and you know, at one point with the girl that I was dating, I argued with her. I was like, "Nah, mum, you don't know what you're saying. That's not fair," sort of thing. Like, give her a chance, sort of thing. So one day now, me and the girl, and aesthetically, me, the girl, and the daughter, we looked like
family.
a family unit. Like the daughter even looked like me in a weird way, sort of thing. Yeah, that
We are the more than
when I used to walk out and I'm carrying just her,
Everyone be like,
your
your
daughter's so
pretty.
cute. Like,
so
sort of
cute.
thing, yeah. And like, there was one day there was a picture of us, and it wasn't even like it was meant to be that way. We just went out to eat, and then they put the daughter there. So I just had my arm around the girl, took a picture, and the baby father saw it. The baby father, was like, this one is because even aesthetically he looks like me as well.
Okay, she had a type.
Build, yeah, she had a type. So I think he felt away, you know. And then the next thing you know, he's trying to claim his family back.
Oh God.
And it taught me a very valuable lesson. Like, you know,
Drop
you have
me
to
out.
be
You have to tread carefully with
you
these
have to be
things.
finished with that, otherwise it's done for.
Bro, we actually come to the end.
It's been a real one, man.
It has been a real, and I
could be here all
appreciate.
day,
I
man,
really
I
appreciate you lot being vulnerable, man. Like it's really touched me, man. I'm gonna go and text my dad still.
Yeah, man, like,
Yeah, big man.
Really?
thing.
Why you shit? You
No,
know we
because
can't- you know
sometimes
I can't text no one. Why are you doing that to me, bro?
Do you want to text my dad? Do you want his number?
Maybe, you know, I might.
No, I'm sure he'll
Just
respond.
text him for us.
Probably respond quicker to you than to me.
Yeah, I'm joking.
The reality is that our parents, especially the ones that are in our life, yeah, the fact that they're in our life is still a blessing.
It's a
They
blessing.
will make mistakes.
They'll make mistakes. Your parents are
As you
not
get older, you learn
perfect.
to forgive him.
And I only realized my parents aren't perfect when I became a parent. You can
But
have
you
all
also
the
realise you're not perfect?
You have all the good intentions, but like, damn, this shit is hard.
It's hard.
Parents'
bro.
evening, ballet recital, football practice, violins, gymnastics, athletics. I'm like,
Bro.
my poor dad. So it's all good. But anyway, bro, do you want to plug yourself? Anything coming up real quick? Your socials?
Or if you want, you can follow me on Instagram and TikTok, Quincy_SMF. Big up to all the people who's following. The TikTok just touched 300,000.
Come
I
on.
saw your post, man. Well done.
Well done, bro.
11
trying.
plus and them
1 million
things,
to
they're
come.
millions. I saw
1 million
11
to come.
plus millions. and
Come
stuff.
on, bro.
We're trying
Nice one, brother.
to build it. I see you guys, your TikTok blowing up as well.
We're trying small, man.
We're
So
trying.
it's like it's nice to see all of us all
Winning, man.
all winning, doing the best we can in it. So big up to everyone.
Man.
And yeah, if you follow me on Instagram, Quincy_SMF, TikTok, Quincy_SMF.
Whoa, no, before you, one question. I was listening to your tune, yeah? Tell the man what is goody bass. What does that mean? Tell the people what goody bass.
Okay, see,
goody bass.
if you're African, we describe things with sound.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So sometimes you see a girl and her bum is big, you say, yeah, she's boss. Like,
Bossa. Yeah. Yeah.
So obviously, let's say is something that Nigerians say. It just means like bass or hit something. Like, bass it sort of thing, yeah. But there was one day, this is actually quite a dark story to be fair. Yeah? There was one day we was on the block, innit? And we were chilling on the block on the estate and someone started shooting at us, innit?
Sure.
Yeah, like random someone started coming out.
Yeah.
So we ran off. But one of my friends is very, very unserious. Like,
Yeah.
very unserious.
Got that one guy.
So like when we were chilling later, he's like, brother, did you see the way that man lit up? Get it, boss. Like, so yeah. And I carried it. Like, I was like, the way he said giddy, like, what is it? He said the way the gun went giddy, bah. Like, so I said, oh, fair enough, innit?
Fair enough.
So there was one day I was with my boy, and I was just thinking about those old stories. I was with my boy, and the guy I made the song with, Paul Stefan, that's my friend.
Yeah.
Man. We made the song together. SMF is a group, we're all in together.
Oh, okay. So.
And like, he was like, I can't find a hook. I don't know why. The way the beat sounded, it just sounded like.
Oh,
like,
okay, yeah.
Oh, my boy got the giddy bass. Like, I was just thinking about what my boy said without saying it in a violent way.
No, it sounds like a good
pumpy or whatever. Like, rather say it in a way where it's animated and it will make you want to say it or question.
That's smart.
What that is.
Even
like,
in Europe, like drums, so they have the drums. So where I heard it, I know of it. Is when you do the drum like
talking drum.
No, even you know the normal drum set.
Oh yeah.
You know you go bass. So that's why when he said, I thought that's what that was. But so you did very well. But twisted it around
like
to meaning
beat,
that.
Innit? Like, it's just anything that beats off drum.
Yeah.
Machine.
That's it.
Music.
Please, no more machines, praise God.
Is that drum machine?
Drum machine.
Magazine.
Not magazine bullet. Man. I just meant drum machine.
Okay.
Yeah, drum. The way I said it, that pause was too long.
very long.
It's a drum machine, like, you know, like sound, innit? So
yeah.
it just comes from sound. Like,
nah, it's a dope song as well.
The way we would discuss things, like, you see that girl's bum? Oh, the bum.
Very animated.
My bank account. Hey, bro, give the bus, man.
Like,
I
receive it.
Just talk about
I receive it in Jesus' name.
It became now a thing, innit, that you just apply to everything.
The way they put the money in my account, give the bus, it just landed.
You just
come on.
Bus.
It's going to be a euphemism that I start using now.
Or I bust my tire. You see the way I was driving on the motorway? The tire just went. So the way we would just use it for everything, yeah, it kind of fits with everything. So.
Okay, I thought I wanted to ask you.
Well, please let us know if you like this giddy bass and how you'd spell it in the comments. But yeah, man.
That song did very well to us.
Yeah, no, I saw it. No, I like it.
Right. And it led into other opportunities. So music like
is it on
Top
YouTube,
Boy
yeah?
and all that
sick.
stuff. Like,
oh, is it sick?
Yeah.
That's sick, man.
That's hard. No, it's a boy. You ain't heard it.
No, I haven't heard it. I haven't heard it yet.
Like it.
But make sure you check it out. Make sure you check it out. Comment below if you enjoyed the episode. Like, share, subscribe. We appreciate all the support thus far. Till next time, peace.
Thanks for listening to the In My Opinion podcast. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Until next time, peace.